Hey there, I'm Jana with Purl Together, and in this week's video, we're going to talk about what's coming up on the channel, what our next knit along is. I have some thank yous for brand new patrons, and I'm excited to talk about our next project together. So before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to 9 new patrons that have joined us within the last several weeks. Carol L, Joanne H, Barry F, Ann R, Christine K, Connie, Martha B, Kirsty C, and Lori F. Thanks so much for joining us over in the Patreon community. If you want to know what I'm offering for your small monthly pledge, head over to patreon.com/Purl Together. We have 5-Minute Fridays, which sometimes happens on a Saturday or a Monday, but I try to do it on Fridays. So those are members only videos. You can sign up to get those by becoming a YouTube channel member, but Patreon patrons have access to more things in addition to that. So go check it out. Okay, so I'm excited to talk about what our next knit along is going to be, and it's really going to be a knit along. I'll explain that part in a moment. So the first thing we're going to do is have a giveaway first at the beginning of the knit-along rather at the end, and here's why. I want to do a pattern involving doodles by Jamie Lomax from Pacific Knit Co. And this is her doodle knit directory. Now, one of my patrons, shout out to Susan from Wyoming, thank you so much, has donated a copy of this book and her project bag, which is a lot of fun. And there were some other little goodies. If you pre-ordered the book last fall, you received some little stickers and things like that. So I'll include that as well. So the book and the project bag and some other little things I'll throw in because you're going to need the book to do the knit along. Now, Jamie also has a bunch of patterns that you can download online from her website. There's a little workbook that's free if you sign up for a mailing list. So there's options if you don't have the budget to pay for a pattern. There's some free stuff on her website also that you can join in. So the idea is that she has these motifs, and you could see these are certain stitch repeat, and then you can mix and match them and put them together to make a cowl or a scarf or a hat or, different accessories. So here's the doodle scarf, for example. You can make an infinity cowl, which is the tube that crosses over and twists in the middle like that. You can do a regular cowl, which is like a big tube like this, where you just pull it over your head and it's not twisted or anything. You can make a beanie. You can make mittens. There's all kinds of things. So in here, this is a directory. It's literally a stitch colorwork doodle knit directory. So all of these patterns are 24 stitch repeats, and you can mix and match them for various accessories. Super fun. So if you have scraps, it's a great way to use up stuff. There's some patterns in here. Let's see. She also has a section on choosing colors, which is a ton of fun. Working with charts. So we're going to start this. There's some basic geometric ones. If you just want to do something really basic, that's cool too. So it's a great way to use scraps depending on what you want to choose. So the way this will be truly a knit along is I want to host some Zoom knit nights, right? That you can sign up for, and patrons always get a 20% discount. So that's another reason to join me over on Patreon. But you can sign up for less than the cost of going to the movies, for sure, and have knit night with us. And we'll talk about putting together a pattern. We'll talk about choosing colors. We can talk about anything under the sun while we're just knitting together. Mostly we just chit chat while we knit together, and that's a lot of fun to meet people from around the country that have similar interests. So I'll be hosting some Zoom knit nights for the specific purpose of working on your doodle project. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I'll put up a way that you can sign up to win this giveaway, and it'll be a random drawing that will occur. This random drawing will occur May 1st. So coming right up. You can watch my social media and my newsletter to see when you can sign up for knit nights, because there will be a limited amount of people admitted for each one. Okay, before I let you go, the other thing I want to talk about this week is I have a Ravelry class that I'm hosting Sunday and Monday. If you want to sign up for that class, it's how to use Ravelry to your best advantage. If you're unfamiliar with Ravelry and it kind of feels overwhelming and you're not sure how to do it, I should walk through how to create a project page. But before that, how to do a search to find exactly the pattern that you want, how to use your stash, how to make notes in a project, how to do an advanced search, how to post in community forums, all the things. So if you're interested in signing up for that class, I'll put a link down below and you can see when that's happening. It's going to be this Sunday afternoon, and then I have another session scheduled for Monday evening. Okay, go sign up to win the giveaway, and I will see you next week for Barocco blocks. That's going to be a ton of fun. The May blocks for the mystery blanket knit along are cables. So all about cables, and we'll talk about cabling without a cable needle as well. All right, I'll see you next week.